This is the Toyota Crown Signia, a car that seems to have made up its mind to blur the lines between SUV, wagon, and something a little bit more premium than your average Toyota. This is a vehicle that dares to ask, what if Toyota built something that felt a little more wow without going fully Lexus? And the answer is, they did. So let's unpack it, let's drive it, let's review it, and see how good it is. So what exactly is the mid-size Crown Signia? Well, it replaced the mostly unloved Venza, if you remember that one. This one is a more compelling vehicle entirely, and it's loosely based on the Crown sedan. So from the front, it definitely has a sense of style. It's got this Toyota hammerhead front end, these really narrow LED lights, and these cool-looking spotlights right here. And from the side, it's got this sort of sculpted look that definitely makes it more distinct from other crossovers on the road. It's not rugged, and it's certainly not meant to go off-road, but it certainly stands out in the current crop of crossovers that are slightly boring, in my opinion. It looks good from the back too. You've got Crown spelled out in the middle right here, HEV all-wheel drive. And then here, this is a limited model. That's the top model you can get. Also gets this quite distinctive rear spoiler. I know it's a trend these days, but this one looks actually pretty cool. So even though it's meant to be slightly luxurious, it does not have struts as a Lexus would have. So we have to use this rod to hold it up. So under the hood, you get a 2.5 litre naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It's borrowed from the Crown sedan. Unfortunately, there is no max engine available, which is a shame. So just this one. It's got 3 electric motors, 240 horsepower in total. Drives all 4 wheels, but the rear motor is completely unconnected via any kind of drive shaft to the front. It simply kicks in when necessary. 0 to 60 takes around 7 seconds, which isn't bad for this segment. It's actually quicker than a 1973 Ferrari Dino. Fuel economy is really good though, being a hybrid. You get around 38 miles to the gallon around town and 37 on the highway. So standard on this limited model are these 21-inch wheels. And I think they look pretty good. This dark gray looks good with this particular paint color. The brakes are single piston. The tires are Bridgestone Turanzas. They are two 35/45s all around. Also standard on this one is a powered liftgate, revealing a pretty good size space. Got a dog bed in here. Didn't bring the dog today. About 25 cubic feet of space here. If you put the seats down, you get around 62. And they're pretty easy to lie flat, like so. Now this one comes with these really good quality all-weather mats, and then under here you get a little bit of space, but not a whole lot. So how much is this good-looking replacement for the Venza? Well, prices for this one as a limited model start at $47,990. It's got one option for $1,865. That's the tech package. So you get the panoramic camera system, which is pretty cool. You also get traffic jam assist, you get cross traffic alert, you get all sorts of alerts and additional safety features in that package. Out the door price is $52,000, which I think is pretty reasonable. Very nice in the back here, and I love this color of the leather. It makes me feel like I'm in a high-end Scandinavian furniture shop. Anyway, it's all leather, as I said. Little room right here. You got vents, you got power, you even got a nice armrest. And then also, the quality of the materials are absolutely top-notch. Pretty much what you would find in a Lexus. And then, of course, this seat's a little bit pushed forward, but I got tons of legroom. And for the most part, headroom's not bad. It's certainly enough for me. I like it. Oh, and the seats outboard are heated. More of the same quality in the front. Now, it's clear that they've raided the Lexus parts bin and added a few 2025 touches, but it is really nice. Seats are comfortable. You've got heated and cooled for both driver and passenger, which I like. And then also multi-way power, nice steering wheel, leather, of course. Genuinely a really nice place to be. So you get two 12.3-inch screens, one ahead of the driver, and then a main infotainment screen in the center console. Everything in here feels purposeful and really solid. Unfortunately, we're living in an age where car companies think every control should live on a touchscreen menu, which we know is really annoying. But Toyota said, no, we're going to give you an actual knob or switch for your volume right here, and then a bank of switches for your heated and cooled seat controls and your climate control. Just below that is a wireless charger, and then ahead of that is a spot for your phone, well thought out. There are two more USBs ahead of a cup holder here and another one here. This is pretty familiar for Toyota owners. And then behind that, you've got drive modes, you've got hill hold assist, you've got your parking brake, EV mode, and also your traction control off. And also you get the, I can open here, I can open there, I can open everywhere. Storage space in the center console with a little removable slidey thing. And down here, you've got another USB, and there is a 12 volt as well hiding there. You get a sunroof on this one, a fancy digital rear view camera mirror, and then ahead of the driver, you get this digital dash, which you can sort of play around with a little bit. And you can move things around, you can go into settings, you can go adaptive cruise mode. It's not my favorite. It's not as well thought out as, say, maybe Audi's is. To access drive modes, gives you Eco, Normal, Sport, Custom. And in Custom, you can go into Settings, and you can change powertrain to Sport, steering, air conditioning, Y. Sport really makes the gas engine kick in a little bit more. Normal is probably the best mode for you to choose, and then if you think you want to really get the best gas mileage, move it into Eco. So the steering wheel has got the main controls that you're going to need. You get another volume control here, which is nice. You get a track change here. You also got adaptive cruise control. And then this is where you can make some changes to your digital dash. I like the fact, and this is what every car company should do, is inset the controls, because when you're holding the wheel with some of these other manufacturers, I won't say who it is, but you accidentally touch the controls, particularly when they are haptic touch sensitive ones. These are actual buttons. This is great. Right, let's take it for a drive. Right, we're moving. Off we go. So I'm just gonna, let's see here. I'm gonna keep it in normal mode for now, and then we'll see how it goes. So this is a car just like Lexus. It's built for comfort. We're not going to be canyon carving, although I might try. It's just comfortable. Great seats. Again, multi-way power, plenty of options, heated and cooled. Tested the cool ones out, work pretty well. Heated seats in Toyotas are not the best. So we will jump on the freeway in a sec. Let's see what it's like here. Full power. Feels like a 7-second car, which we know it is. We're going along quite nicely along here. It's smooth. Corners quite well. Try the brakes. Pretty good for a hybrid. Now, one thing that is annoying with these hybrids, particularly this one, is the buzzy noisiness of the engine. Acceleration uphill, slow to moderate. Right, let's get on the freeway. Come on. There we go. So settle down to a cruising speed on the freeway. And And the suspension and the tires do help to quell that annoying noise you get from these concrete paved roads. So Toyota has a very interesting model line that they have a ton of SUVs, and every now and then they throw in this sort of quirky and weird car like Toyota Crown. It's a sedan. You know, that's out of left field. But this one looks really cool. I really like the way this looks. Its wagony looks appeal to me because I love wagons. I absolutely don't think this is a crossover. Sport mode deployed. Let's see how it goes. Suspension feels a little firmer. Steering is a little firmer. Let's do what this car is not really meant to do. Try it out on these twisty roads. Not bad, actually. We're going downhill. It feels faster than it really is. Quite a hard right turn here. Whoa, almost have to double back on ourselves. No mechanical sympathy. It sounds like the engine's going to brake, but we know it's a Toyota and it's not. So the brakes don't quite feel as good as they did before. You can hear that the engine hangs on to its revs. It's trying its best to be sporty. This is not the... Well, I'll say it's got a small extra feather in its cap here, because it isn't bad in these twisties. It does all right. And these Bridgestones haven't complained. So, well done, Toyota. This is kind of a jack of all trades and a master of none. So what do we think? Well, there's real substance here. We know that the Toyota hybrid system is absolutely proven. Of course, you've got Toyota reliability. Top tier inside, almost Lexus quality inside. And then, well, it's not the fastest car in the world. It won't make your heart race. But it is very, very easy to get along with. It's quirky and it's different. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time with another video. Out.